Okay, everyone, we are in my little workshop garage, whatever you want to call it, and we are going to be working on the Traxxas today. We got some parts in for it, so we're going to do a little install video. So we will be continuing to make videos of the Traxxas. We're going to be doing some work on it today, and we'll record it so that you all will be able to see what I see. And we'll be going through this journey together. Now, in the video today, we'll also be having some sneak peeks at some of the things that are to come. And there's some there's some hidden things in the video today, and you may not notice it right off, but maybe later on you'll understand what I'm talking about, because we are going to be doing some things out here in the workshop, not just with the Traxxas, but as you can see, the floor has now been carpeted. We have indoor, outdoor carpet in here, so we're going to be doing some other things as well. But yeah, for today we're just going to work on the Traxxas and install some of the new steering parts. Hope you all can see that okay. We're trying to work with the natural lighting that's in the garage, but it's that time of day where the sun is not shining in here, and the lights in here are not that great either, but we'll do the best that we can, so we'll see. Hang on a sec. As you can see, the Traxxas is sitting here on my little workbench, and we're going to install the rear knuckles. I actually got in the plastic knuckles and I replaced them on this side because this side broke on the last time that we had it out. So I ordered the aluminum replacements, because as we go through this journey, we're going to be upgrading the parts on this vehicle, and I want you guys to be a part of that process, because I'll be learning as we learn how to repair this Traxxas together. So it's good to have another video. Okay, so we're going to start working on our Traxxas. We got the little kit here for the steering knuckles. The aluminum ones came in. I actually got the plastic ones to have as a backup until these came. So we have already actually installed them on here, but today we're going to remove those and put the new aluminum ones on. And I was watching someone else do this the other day, and I realized that there is actually a left and a right, so make sure that you look for the little L on the left, which would be that side, and the R, of course, will be for the right side. So first thing that we've got to do is to remove the wheels, and I think what we'll do is go ahead and remove both of those at the same time, because yeah, probably a good thing. Let's get you guys so you can see me. So we'll remove both wheels and then we'll go from there. We'll see if that's a good idea. This little tool here actually comes with your Traxxas, so thank God that that's something that's included. Some people will argue that maybe they should include a lot of things with the Traxxas that is not, but you know, that's all part of the process, that they can get you to purchase some things that, well, I guess it helps keep the company going if we continue to purchase items from Traxxas. And this thing is on here pretty tight, so let's see if I can break it loose. I'm going to actually put a pair of pliers on that to break it loose. Use some real auto shop tools. And one of the things that there is in this video, you're going to see snippets of things to come. Last video I told you guys that I have a new vehicle on the way, and we will see that in later videos. But that will be coming up. I'm just going to show you guys the removal of this first wheel, but we won't show you the one on the other side because that would be kind of boring for you to sit here and watch me do that. One of the things that you might want to consider is investing in a magnetic parts bin, and I have one. Only problem that I do have is that I cannot remember where I put it. You ever have that problem where you put something in a place where you know where it's at, and then when you go to look for it, you can't remember? Well, as my mother and some of the older folks used to always say, if you don't experience that yet, just keep on living, because maybe one day you will. So, one of the things that we'll probably be replacing, and I'm not sure if they have one, I'm pretty sure that they will. There's a nut that goes on the inside of this wheel, but it fits into this little lock pin. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little pin here on the inside of this that stays up in there. It will actually fall out. Matter of fact, I'm going to take my little magnetic screwdriver and just pull that pin out now, so we won't have to worry about it falling out later and not being able to find it. So that's the little pin, if you can see that. So we'll take the little pin and sit it down here. Man, I wish I had my little magnetic tray. It's in this garage somewhere. You know, sometimes when you clean up your garage, you clean it up so well that you don't remember where anything is that you put away. At least for me, that's me. Maybe that's not any of you all, but that's definitely me in a nutshell. So now what we're going to do is remove these screws, one here and one here, and then this knuckle will just slide off. When we replace it, we're not going to use these screws. They come with the actual pin and some clips. We'll see that in just a minute. But these screws, I found out when I put the plastic knuckles back on here, maybe it's because I wear glasses, but they were not the easiest things to line back up and get on. So like I said, maybe it's because I wear glasses now, but nevertheless, it wasn't that easy. It's actually two different sizes. Both of these Allen head wrenches came with the Traxxas Rustler, so you should have them. If not, they can be purchased separately. Traxxas will actually sell you a RC model toolkit, which has all of these common size hex key that you can use to work on your Traxxas. As you can see, the knuckles fell off the bottom. And as soon as I can, I will unscrew the top. You know, my hands worked a lot better when I was younger. I'd have had this off by now, but hey, you live and learn. You get old, then you can't do some of the stuff you wish you could, but that's all right. This is a hobby that anybody can get into, young or old. So now we have the top bolt loose. So both of the screws are out, and now all we have to do is just slide this out off of the drive shaft, rear drive shaft. Now, inside of these carrier hubs are two bearings. It's one on the inside, one on the outside. The first time that I attempted to get these out, I thought you had to bang them out. Well, don't bang on them. Just get your magnetic screwdriver, touch it, and it should pull right out. Or unless I tell you that it's going to pull right out, it doesn't. If I had a stronger magnet, I could do that. But what we'll do is just take the little Allen head and just pop that out. It'll pop right out. It should pop right out. Well, let's pop out the front, the back one first. If I reach in there, I should be able to slide the other one out. Okay. There's one. That's the inside one out. And now that I have that one out, I can just reach in from the inside and push the other one through. All right, now that one's out. These are the bearings. You can also buy these little bearings separately. If you have a hobby store in your neighborhood like I do, you can probably pick those up. Now, the replacement plastic arms, I got both of them for both sides. I got 2 of them. It was only $3. Now these, depending on where you get them at, are I think they were like 20 bucks, something like that. A little more expensive, but the aluminum, I mean, this is really good stuff. It's made sturdy. It's not going to break, and that's what we need. So you're going to take your bearings and put them snap them right into the new knuckle. One on the inside, one on the outside. And just push them in, seat them in nice and snug. And that is basically, at this point, ready to install. One thing that I did not show you, there is a washer on the inside of this shaft that sits down on that shaft. And you want to make sure that stays up there. If it falls off, just slide it back up on there before you attempt to install the knuckle. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is just first let's just get our parts out so we have those ready to go. Okay. Well, it's a little Ziploc baggie. Like I say, when you wear bifocal glasses, I think that's probably one of the worst things that happen to you when you get older, when you wear glasses. Little things that you have to focus that are close up. And that's one of the reasons I kind of got out of the working on the car business, because basically I found out that I couldn't see as good as I used to before I wore glasses. All right, there's all of the hardware. It's even got some little nubbies, and we're going to talk about those in a minute. See, these little nubbies are hard to see. You might not be able to see them in the camera, but they're going to fill in these little holes right here, and that's going to keep the shaft from moving once we install it. See, because instead of using the screws, now what we're going to use is these little shafts. And how that's going to work, you're going to, and this, I'm going to make it easy. It comes with these little C-clips. I hope you can see that in the camera. With these little C-clips, you've got to install over the little ends. So you sit them on there. Well, that didn't stay, but I think you guys are going to get the picture. It's very small. And what I'm going to do is sit it down here like this. Take this shaft and just push down on it so that it's seated into the little groove. Now if I just push this down, it should just pop right on. Well, woulda, shoulda, couldas, right? If I get it positioned correctly, it should just pop right onto the into the shaft. Let me get it turned so that it's sitting level. And I don't know if you're all going to be able to see that or not, but what we're going to do is get it pushed down onto the shaft. When all else fails, give up and try something different. I did get these needle nose pliers out specifically for this because I watched someone else do this, and the needle nose pliers works pretty good. Well, theoretically. I might have to edit this video if it takes me any longer than the next 2 to 3 minutes to get these on this shaft. But what I want to do is put one end on and then slide it through, because obviously once we get this shaft up on there, it's going to be hard to push these on there as hard as it is for me to do it right here on the bench by itself. magnet wants to pick up everything but the shaft, but the little C-clips. Okay, here we go. If I can get that thing just to sit up there straight for about 2 seconds. Come on, dude. Cooperate. Now the needle nose pliers are acting like they're magnetic. I guess it's charging these things. Let's see if I can grab them with these needle nose and push it on there. I'm gonna grab it on the outside. Boy, this is tedious. At this rate, it'll take me an hour to install this thing. This should be like a 15-minute job. Maybe someone else has a better way of doing this, but at this point, I would love to know. I watched another guy do it and he didn't take this long. So let's try this one more time like this. If I could just get it to stay in the groove long enough to get some push on it. Maybe we'll try a regular pair of pliers. That might work better. Needle nose is just not getting it. Hold that in here. Okay, we're gonna hold that and try to push it on like this. These are definitely taking hold of the magnetic charge now. Probably from using that magnetic screwdriver. Just don't get frustrated, because eventually we'll get this done. Voila! Finally, we have one on. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Not taking the Lord's name in vain. I'm really thankful for being able to get that over there. Okay, now that we have it over there, we'll probably edit out some of that. We'll take this knuckle, sit it up here like this. And we want to use the, let me look at the other one to make sure I'm using the right hole, because it actually has 2 holes on it. We want to use the bottom hole. The lighting is not good in here at all, so I'm going to take this and make sure. Yep, it's the bottom hole. Glad I didn't take off both sides. So you may want to leave one side on. It will help you to see exactly if you forget to do one or the other. All right, now let's slide this through using the bottom hole. So I'm gonna slide it through here. Put the arm, push the arm into place, push it through the arm and out the other side. Okay. Probably gonna have to take your pliers or something and push that through, because it's not coming through the other side completely. So just take your pliers and just squeeze it a little bit, not too hard. Yep. All right, now it popped through. Now, the trick is gonna be getting this other clip. One of the other things I wanted to show you guys today is the battery charger that I use. This is a Traxxas Easy Peak Plus, and when you plug your battery in, it will identify the battery, and then you just have to set the battery charger for what you want to charge or how you want to charge it. It has the settings, and you either want balance, and you want to put it on balance when you're going to leave LiPo battery, and then it says balance. And then it says fast and store. If you're going to leave your batteries and not use them for a while, you need to put your battery on a charger, put it to store, and it will bring the battery charge down to a storable level. You don't want to leave your batteries fully charged sitting around. But when you're going to charge it like we're going to do for this one, you're going to hit this button, and that'll not store, not fast, but balance. Now that you have it on balance, and you push your start button, hold it, and it's now charging. This battery here is the bigger one that I bought, 6400 3-cell. That one's already charged, and that's the one we're going to use today. But just a quick view of the Traxxas Easy Peak charger. Okay, we have the wheel on. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. And then after we get done the other wheel, after we install the other hub, we're going to see how it rides and take it for a little spin. Okay, we are back up and running. We got both of the steering rear hubs on our Traxxas Rustler. So now we're about ready to try it out, see how it runs. We're going to put the new big battery in and maybe take it for a run down the street, see how it runs. Okay, we're going to take the Traxxas Rustler for a ride here, see how things go. We have our new big battery in. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, we're going to try to get some footage of the Traxxas in action. We had a little mishap earlier. Went to make a turn on the street, and the Traxxas actually went down the sewer drain, which was a catastrophic failure. Definitely learned a lesson on that one, but let's get some footage. Uh-oh. Knocked the manhole cover off of the drain. We'll fix that in a minute. Whew.